Now let's try and continue with the story. Or no, we stop a little for some thoughts on the first debate last night. It was evening in America, I guess, but it was about 3 o'clock here when it started. I only caught some waking up early in the morning, somewhere before 5, was it? Um, some of the last exchanges between the very stable genius and Joe Biden. And I understand it was a shit show. Dana Bash, who I hope I said her name right, a very smart anchor on CNN. I used that word. She said sorry, but that's what she's getting online, and that's the word to describe it. It was, I understand, disgraceful, the worst debate ever. I mean, confusing, filled with insults. Some tried, especially those fucked up Republicans, members of the cult, worshippers of the fool, who pays no taxes, by the way, because he's smart. That's how they have it. But if many more would be as smart as him, in the sense of avoiding the duty, avoiding to pay for the government's expenses, then what army would they have? They would be invaded by China, wouldn't they? They would be without a health system, they would be without roads, without anything, if nobody pays into the public purse. Being smart, aka being selfish, being self-obsessed, where would they be? So they were trying to say, oh, okay, well, Biden also told him, you're the worst president. But when Biden said these things, they weren't insults, they were truths. He's the worst president. I mean, he's not just the worst president, he's one of the worst human beings you can find. The only thing in his favor would be that he's with such lack of skills, of talents, of abilities. It is extraordinary that he reached where he is. Well, it's a problem with democracy. It's the will, the wisdom of the crowds. Maybe from a cynical perspective, he helps decimate now with a pandemic striking the world and the U.S. Many more will die, and many die because of him, because he refused to be honest, to take measures, and harvesting, I understand is the term, taking out maybe probably many of his crowd, because they're the ones who take no precautions and kill others with their insolence and indifference and madness. But I would say most among them would be taken out. And then, again, from a cynical perspective, that might be better for the planet, which is at the point of self-destruction. I mean, humanity is the point of distracting the planet. Planet itself, that was wrong. Correction. The planet is not self-destructing. Humanity is self-destructing, and in the process, destroying species at a very fast rate. And termina, pork. The planet itself. So fewer people, more chances for the planet and then for other generations. So maybe we should vote for the idiot. Mass killer and thus saver of the planet. But then there's the problem of climate change and the denial, and he supports supremacists, QAnon, because he hears they like him, and that's what counts for Trump. Only his interests, not paying taxes, not doing anything for others, just for himself. And QAnon, people who think actors in Hollywood, the politicians, Democrats, drink children's blood, speak of they're anti-Catholic, of I don't know, Jewish conspiracies and crazies, and this guy is ready to embrace them because they like him. So and they like him because he's crazy. So it's among fools, understandable. So, so let's hope people will have seen by the time they reach the elections that the emperor has no clothes and this is a lunatic and a monster, really. But it's not sure, and that's a problem. 60 million crazies. There's some more small cats there, I think. So, anyway, let's finish with this, and maybe one day we will return to the story of the past, not of this crazy present.